Alright, today I'm finna do the fuel system. I got the fuel pump, fuel line, got a fuel filter. This fuel filter comes with the, say, LS fuel regulator. Corvette style. It's got the return on it. Also had to get this little thing too. Just goes off up in here like that. So, let's get started. Alright, now, first thing we're gonna do is cut this because I'm not using no AN fittings. I'm just using hoses and hose clamps for this fuel system, so we don't need this part. This is gonna go into my fuel filter right here, and it's gonna like click in there, and this is gonna be sticking out. So I'm gonna just cut it right under the neck, so I can put some of this fuel line on there without having to deal with the AN fittings first. Cut it off as close to the little thing as I could. Now I just gotta like clean this little bird shit off. Now that we got that, I'm just going to stick it in there. There we go. Alright, that's in there. And I'm just gonna stick this hose on here with the hose clamp. Oh. Easy. Alright. So I climbed up under here and off the rip. This shit look different. It's supposed to be 3 lines coming from this tank, and it ain't factory. From the factory, it would be like 3 fucking like metal lines coming out of here, and then they would all like kind of like this one, but it's so loose. I gotta drop the tank now to see what the hell is going on. Let's see what's going on this other side. Here's the line over here. How was that going with this? Well, let me go get my little tool. Try to take these screws off. Drop the tank. This is what he had going on. Just took the return hoses off and only ran this one hose. Well, I'm supposed to replace all of this anyway, so. Alright, I wasn't even gonna take this gas tank off, y'all. But when I seen the way it was ran, like, the return lines wasn't even being used. He only had the hose right here on the seam. So I decided to take it off just to peek in here. Actually, I kind of shook the tank a little bit, and it sounded like it was like sand or dust or rocks or I don't know. It just sounded like some solid shit in there, not no liquid. So I decided I'm just gonna take it off and look. So I'm gonna show y'all what I seen in here. Oh, now, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I'm pretty sure it ain't supposed to look like this. Let me see if I can get this flashlight on for y'all. I'm probably just gonna buy a new one of those because that motherfucker looks, oh my God. My flashlight at. There we go. Oh no. Oh, it is gas in here. It's just some dirty ass gas. Bro, I don't even really know where to start cleaning. Alright, so the new gas tank done came in. Here goes the old one. Let's do a little side by side. The tanks, they are identical. So, but these things look a little different. Other than the fact that this one is icy and shiny and clean, and this one is rusty and dirty and old. This one right here, I don't know. It don't look the same as this one looks right here. And the float is different too. It's like a cork type thing. This is, I guess, plastic. What matters is the float though, so they essentially look the same. Anyways, I'm gonna put it back up. Oh, hold on. The inside too. I almost forgot to show y'all the inside this motherfucker. Let me see if I can show y'all. Cause the inside of that other one was crazy. Let's drop this in here. This kit come with this little O-ring. First, I'm gonna put this in here. I'm sure it'll go down first. Then we're gonna drop this in here like this. Turn it around here this way. Got these little latches to show you which way it drops in. There you go. And this just turn on here. This hammer and tighten it up. Alright, I finally got the little lock spent all the way around. It take a little time because you gotta keep hitting it this way, hit it this way, hit it that way, and eventually it spins all the way around with the little hammer and the screwdriver. So now that I got that all the way in, obviously this is a ground connection, but this kit didn't come with the little snap wire that goes on here, and my car is missing it. So I'm gonna have to order that later. They don't have it where I got this from, so I'm gonna have to get it somewhere else. Probably Summit should have it. As a matter of fact, I got this from Summit. I just forgot to ask for the thing because I thought it'd be in the box with the sending unit. Anyways, now that I got this all the way on, I'm going to hook up my fuel pump line and clean off the straps that hold the tank up. All right, I got all these fuel lines on here. This one was real tight, so I wasn't even gonna fight with it no more. As long as I got it past the little nipple on the end with the hose clamp on it, I was satisfied with it. It's just a vent hose anyway. So you got your vent hose, your return hose, and then the main feed line. These mosquitoes out here trying to get me. All right, I'm gonna take some straps off and clean the straps up real quick. Just gonna sand this down a little bit with this sandpaper, just so I can get the surface smooth and clean of this years of debris that's just been caking up on here. It ain't that bad, but I know if I just paint it, it ain't gonna stick, so I'm gonna sand it real quick. All right, I'm finna hit it with the primer. Got this shit. All right, I'm gonna hit the primer on there. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, and I'm gonna go sand off the other one so I can get it ready to prime too. I'm gonna hit it with some of this red brake caliper paint. the wire from my car that I connect to my gas tank, that connects to my fuel level gauge, is missing. So I'm finna just try to rig something with this little pack of, what are these? Wire connectors. I'm finna use this big wire connector right here, and I'm just gonna try to like use this instead. It's got a little wire that goes on here that I'm missing. It's supposed to snap on, but I'm just gonna put this on here like this. First, I'm gonna bend it. I'm gonna bend it like this though. And I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm gonna get some wire clampers and just try to squeeze it on there so it don't come off. Shit, I'm gonna use this. Well, we're gonna see if it works. It's on there. Pretty good, so we'll see if that works. Alright, so this is gonna work for me. I done already tried it out, and this is making the gas level move, so I ain't gonna go buy that other cord for like $13. I'm just gonna use this. Just put this little wire connector right here on here. 2 wire connectors. I'm gonna squeeze it down on there. Nah, I think that's a good enough connection. Nah, where my pliers at? Alright, put this on here. Little heat sleeve, so this little hot wire don't get grounded by nothing. I already tightened up that side. I'm gonna tighten up this side and put these straps on here. So I'm gonna put this tank back up since I got everything wired up. These screws right here are some 13s. They're a little rusty, so alright. Let's see if I can get this tank on up here. Alright, so after all of this fighting, I finally got this tank up. It's a job, but I got it done. I grounded it right here. The little sending unit, it grounds right there from the black wire. The red wire, I ran it directly to my little fuel level gauge on the dash. So that's how you hook that up. Some of these fuel lines right here. I'm probably gonna extend this one right here. This is the little vent hook up over here. I don't know what it's hooked up to at the front yet, but I don't think I want it just hanging like this. So hit the fuel pump up right here. I cut a little piece of rubber hose and put it around the fuel pump before I put that little brace on there, because it was a little loose. This had a little mountain hardware up here, so I went ahead and mounted it right there. This the send and the return. I ran them both up here over the spring type thing, and they both come out over here and run to this fuel filter. A little twisted, but the send going outside, the return come back from the middle. It's got this flow sticker on here that says the flow goes this way, but that's obviously not right. I don't know who the hell put that flow stamp on there. Doing their job wrong. And I ran this little line the rest of the way up to the front. Let's see. Oh. Now I just gotta hook up my fuel pressure gauge. Real, let's listen to instructions. Get that out of here. This is a fuel pressure sensor. Let's see in there. I'm gonna put it in here. It's my fuel line I'm gonna use. Put this in here like this. Alright, tighten this up a little bit more. Alright, that's my fuel. Where my fuel lines come out at, I got it ran short because that's where I'm gonna put this at. Plug this up in there like this. Alright, I got that in there. Just want to tighten up this hose clamp on the other side. It's loose. Alright, that's how I got my dash set up. I replaced these gauges all already, but I'm still missing this one. I've been waiting on this one, so I already cut the hole and I'm gonna put it right here. Right now I'm gonna fish this long sensor wire through because it's got to go all the way to under the hood. So fish that through and I'm gonna install this one right here. Like this. Boom. That'll look pretty decent. Alright, so I got the fuel pressure gauge in there. I got the wires all ran and hooked up. I'm gonna see if it come on. Alright, let's see what it do when I hook it up. Alright, hold on. Oh, this one not working. Oh, the bulb came out in the back. I think. Yeah, the bulb just came out. Let me see. There we go. Alright. Well, now that I got that all hooked up, got this radio hooked up too. Time to see if this fuel hand work and this fuel pressure gauge work. So let's test them out. It's my third can that I'm putting in here. Hopefully we can at least get that fuel level gauge to move just a little bit. Alright, let's see how much gas we got in here now. Oh, it's made it all the way up to a quarter tank. Alright, so we lit on that. Now let me see if, make sure this fuel pressure is working. Alright, this is the end of the fuel line. I'm gonna put this screw off up in here. First, let me put this on. Stick this screw off up in here so that gas don't come out. Tighten this up. This way I can hook up that fuel pump. See how much pressure we getting. If everything goes right, I'll be getting about 60. Alright, that's pretty tight. This wire right here is the wire that I use to cut my fuel pump on. So we're gonna see what this do when I connect it to this hot. Alright, first let me go turn the car on. So I got a quarter tank of gas. My fuel pressure is on 0. Alright, so we got that hooked up. I hear that fuel pump. So let's go see if we got that 60 PSI. 60 PSI. Let me see. There it goes. So alright, so now that we got the 60 PSI, let me make sure this bitch ain't leaking. Not leaking from here, but it is leaking from right there. Let's see exactly what's leaking. Alright, so it's leaking from right there. About back here. No leaks from the filter. No leaks back here. Alright. See why this is leaking. Alright, we have a little leak right here. I didn't have this sensor thing screwed in tight enough, so the gas was leaking out, but I got the fuel pump connected. I can feel it like vibrating because the pump is pumping. And it ain't leaking no more. So alright, y'all, that's it for this fuel system, man. Y'all already know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all got some questions, hop in them comments. If y'all got some advice, hop in them comments. You know, let me know what y'all think.